Hello and welcome to the Rita Date Podcast. On today's episode, we will be talking to Sonal Barmecha. She owns Santé Spa Cuisine and a few other restaurants. Tell me how it all started.
I'm a chartered accountant. I have been studying in a military school since my childhood. So the discipline of eating was already there in my every blood cell, if you can say. I never did losses from month one.
Wow.
So I was in profitability. That really gave me a boost from 40 to 80 to 120 seater. Now it's 250 seater, the KP one. So I think at times when you get a blank paper and you start writing, you exactly write what you want to.
Yeah, and you've worked very hard. You can't
Yes,
put that.
working hard is yes. I
It's a
remember
given, yes.
I had only 2 stewards who used to come in the evening.
How often do you create things? Is it like every couple of
Quite
six
a bit
months?
of
And really?
Indirectly, I was manifesting that will work because I had a strong intuition. So they say whenever you want to manifest, your frequencies should match. We all friends meet for we have one adda, chai adda. So every day I go there because that is the only half an hour I laugh my heart out. And whoever women there, and if you want to showcase something, please do reach out to us. We'll give you a space at Sonal.
Hello and welcome to the Rita Date Podcast. On today's episode, we will be talking to Sonal Barmecha. Sonal is the founder of Santé Spa Cuisine, a wonderful restaurant started here in Pune. It now has 10 outlets all over the country. But the first one was started here in Pune 10 years ago when health food was not so popular. And we're going to find out her journey, why she started, and we're going to find out her food philosophy and how she manages 10 restaurants and much more. Stay tuned. Welcome to the Rita Date Show, where you find information on M&M, mind, nutrition, movement. Information all backed by science. Today, I'm so happy to have on the show Sonal Barmecha. Sorry about that. She owns Santé Spa Cuisine and a few other restaurants. Where I've got her on for Santé Spa especially. I was an early adopter of this restaurant. It's 10 years old now.
Yes.
They're celebrating 10 years this year. I used to take the trek from Karve Road all the way to KP way back when. There was no Swiggy or Zomato, just to have some Santé Spa.
Okay.
Because I really enjoyed the concept of the food. I enjoyed of course the food itself, but the idea of what you have created. I just thought it was fabulous. So Sonal has now 10 Santé Spas across India. We say Chennai, Bangalore, Ahmedabad, Bombay and Pune.
Yes.
So so now she has one closer to me, so I'm very happy. So, one here in Baner. Tell me how it all started. Tell me a little bit about your background. I just heard you're also a CA.
Yeah.
So,
I'm a chartered accountant. I have been studying in a military school since my childhood. So the discipline of eating was already there in my every blood cell, if you can say. And when I came to Pune, the only health option I had to eat food was South Indian. I mean, I used to feel that is the clean eating for me. So North Indian, Italian, Chinese and all were big no to me. I mean, I would not like it to go and have as my choice of food. But yeah, with kids and my husband and my family, if I had to go, I had to go. And that too, I was very choosy about what to choose and what to eat and what not to eat. So half of the time, I used to just not eat anything and come. So after my kids were grown up and they were on their own, they were kind of independent, I thought I can do something which really urged me, which was my passion. And the health food sector was always in my head. Because I was a marathon runner, cross-country runner, a lot of things I used to do. I was a horse rider.
Okay.
In my hostel, it was a military background hostel, so you know how military trainings are. So I was that tough in all those things. And then good eating naturally comes with the discipline of whatever sports activities you have in life. So that was the thing. And then I didn't have anything. And I found a big, huge gap for health food sector. A lot of people knocked me down. They said, घास फूस कौन खाएगा?
10 years ago it must have been very difficult.
Please don't waste your money, don't. But then every time I used to come, I had a strong intuition ki, it will work. So then of course, the genes of Marwadi has that business mind. So I knew that I want to take a risk of business, but I'll take a calculated risk. So I took a calculated risk just with 40-seater restaurant. We started the health food restaurant. And the main thing was I wanted all Indian local ingredients like ragi, bajri, millets, all these things. And we gave them a very international look. Like we made ragi pizzas, we have bajra risotto. So we thought of making taking all these Indian ingredients and giving them a very international look. So that was the key. And we started using knee-mood cutlery. We have started using copper glasses. So, all aesthetics were to the point.
Wellness, like for
into
your
the
health.
wellness.
Yes,
Sustainability
yes,
was the big thing. We don't wanted to use any plastics. We make our own banana leaf straws. And those small nitty-gritties we started getting into the detail, and then we got to know that foreigners, I mean, I was in Sundarban Resorts, the restaurant, and we next door was Osho. And foreigners are well traveled and they really loved the food so much that I was packed. I mean, to be very frank, I never did losses from month one.
Wow.
So I was in profitability. That really gave me a boost from 40 to 80 to 120 seater. Now it's 250 seater, the KP one. And now we have 3 in Pune and growing. So
wow,
I feel that concept worked.
So if you go back to 2014, like 1 year 1 year before when you're planning all this.
Yes.
So how did you set the menu? Like you didn't have a food background. So what did you do?
There was no food background, and I was not a big foodie also that I go to restaurants, hop, eat. I knew a lot of chefs, nothing of that sort. So what I want to tell your audience is, if you have a passion, you can crack anything. Not necessarily you need to have a master degree in that.
Yes.
It's just the passion, the madness, the discipline, like working madly. If you can see, I was putting on my horse blinds and just working. It was like that for me. So back then, I didn't know any restaurateurs, but then I had a one-day idea that let me do this health food restaurant. I went to Mr. Talera and I asked him, can I have a space in your Sundarbans, because Osho is next door and the concept I'm thinking of, he may like it. And he, of course, I'm not from a restaurant business, so he didn't even give me a thought. He saw that I have some spark in me and he said, chal theek hai, teko ye room hai, I'll give you this room. You do it whatever you want to. And he gave me a minimum rent. I mean, that time he just charged me 50,000. That's peanuts for me. And I was so happy. Then the search started. Okay, now I have a space. Now let me start searching for chefs. And of course, I didn't know any chefs because I was not going to restaurants and I didn't know anything. So I think at times when you get a blank paper and you start writing, you exactly write what you want to. With me, it was like that.
Yeah, you could
if
start
you
from
know a lot of things, you're always confused. But you don't know anything and you write your own things on a blank paper, it turns out to be most beautiful. That's what I think. So there was no competition in health food. So I didn't see anybody's menu, what people are doing, and let me copy that. So there was nothing of that sort. And I used to every day after my household chores and everything, I put my kids to sleep, and then every day I used to just 2 to 4 I had time because I live with my in-laws and all. 2 to 4 I had time. I used to just go out, meet one chef. I knew somebody from Holiday Inn and I had met him somewhere. So I just went and met him. He said, no ma'am, ye health food restaurant chalega nahi. I am not interested. So I went and met somebody. So Mr. Talera only gave me an reference of a chef in Taj. His name is Sachin Chef. So I went and met him. He took a week's time and he said, no, I'm born with Taj. I can't do anything. Then he gave me somebody's reference. So then I kept meeting people.
It's good to meet.
Yes. I met a lot of restaurateurs. I said, let me open a small kiosk in your restaurant or whatever. Nobody really encouraged me and everybody knocked me off that who is going to eat health food restaurant? You're just wasting your time. Everybody, not even one person said, okay, let's do it. Then last, after a month in hunt and all, I met Chef Shailendra. And he was very confident. He said he had never made a vegetarian restaurant. So he said, okay, this sounds interesting to me. Let's do it. That one, let's do it, gave me more confidence.
Right.
Actually, everybody.
And he's a well-known
chef.
Yes.
Yeah, he used to put up shows on Food Channel and all. So he's well-known. And then that once he said that let's do it. And he was confident about it. And when a renowned chef, known chef is confident, there was some bling in me. I said, oh, nice. At least somebody is confident. So my whole family also thought, what am I doing? Why am I wasting time? Why am I wasting money and all that stuff? But then I was very sure that if I don't try, I'll feel guilty all my life that I didn't even try. So then I said, no, I should give it a try. I will have a loss of 50 lakhs. That's okay. But then if I not give a try, I'll cry all my life that I didn't even try.
Do it, right?
Yeah. So that strong intuition, that strong urge that no, this will happen was somewhere a manifestation which proved right. Wow. I think indirectly I was manifesting that will work because I had a strong intuition. So they say whenever you want to manifest, your frequencies should match. So I had a frequency that it will work. And the way I manifested, I think things just turned out the way I wanted.
Yeah, and you've worked very hard. You can't put that.
Working hard is, yes. I remember
yes.
I had only 2 stewards who used to come in the evening. I was the cashier, I was the order taker.
I remember seeing you. Yes.
I was running around everything. I used to go home, cook food, feed everybody, clean up the kitchen, come back, and again do everything, close the restaurant and go back by 11. So 1.5 years, I've done all of this hard work. And that's the reason now I know every bit of it, that how restaurant
how it works.
Yes, how it works.
Yeah. Yes, I'm glad that it happened. You know, even I have written a book on why fast food is bad and how it's increased obesity. But it's a hard sell. It's been a hard sell.
Yes.
So I'm glad you stuck with it, and it's the right time for this.
Yeah, I think, the timing was also right. Now when you see after we opened Santé, there's a lot of health food restaurants which have come up. But then, I proudly can say that we are pioneers of health food restaurants.
So how did Shailendra and yourself develop the recipes? Like what was your
I used to just tell him that what is good. Like now we use nutritional yeast. So when people feel nutritional yeast, they feel it's a yeast. But it's a flake which vegan people can have, and then it has high B12 in that. So I know a lot of things because this is my passion. I work out a lot. So I keep reading about what is good, what is not good, what is palm oil, why it's not good, what oil is good for your body, what are good fats. So I keep reading, I keep studying. So I just tell chef that this is what I want, what spikes your sugar, what doesn't spike your sugar. So there is a lot of study I keep doing, and because of my workout, my discipline of food eating habits are very, very good. So I just keep telling him that what I want and what I don't want in the food, and then he curates, we do the trials, and at times I cook something and I get him for trial, and then he loves it and we just put it in the menu. So it's been fun.
How often do you create things? Is it like every couple of
quite
six
a bit
months?
of
Really?
Yeah, quite a bit of it. I curate my things because I want my protein. I'm a vegetarian, so either tofu or paneer can give me protein, but every day eating paneer is so boring. So I curate different things. And then when I curate, I just take it as a taster, and if he likes something, we just put it in the menu. It's like that.
What's your food philosophy? Or do you follow any diets? What do you think of keto, paleo, vegan?
So I feel keto, paleo, vegan, any fat diets are very temporary. They'll give you a result, but very temporarily. But if you make any diet as your lifestyle, that is for long term. So nowadays I am on fasting for 16 hours. Intermittent fasting was a fad, but then I have hit my menopause, and I know that when your estrogens really drop down, you tend to put on your weight. So now I have made it as a lifestyle. I have not just made it for 10 days or 15 days or a week. I am on it. Since 5 months, I am on 16 hours fasting, and I feel good about it.
You feel good about it.
Yes, I feel good about it. So one is what your body accepts. You have to do that. And love yourself tremendously for your body to speak out to you and tell what is right and what is wrong for you. And once you know your body type, what works and what doesn't work for you, just stick to that and make it your lifestyle rather than just going on the fad diets.
Right. That's what works and what will stay.
Yes.
Two things. So you have a restaurant making healthy food, but what is your message for people at home, like you can't eat at Santé every day?
Yes.
So what do you have at home?
See, home food is always healthy. It's always tasty. Restaurant food is just fancy. That's the difference. When you're eating, like Indian thali is all about roti, sabzi, dal, chawal, salad, kachumbar, whatever. That is already healthy. Not necessarily healthy means quinoa and lettuce and arugula and all those means healthy. Not necessarily that. So I think people are eating healthy at home, and homemade oily food, homemade mithai, homemade anything is better than outside food. Anyways, so I think anything you eat in moderate is okay, and just understand your body type.
So I would say you're someone that people can look up to as far as health is concerned. I've seen you work out, you eat well, but you have a stressful job, or how do you handle the stress?
Meditation. I am so connected to God. So for my breakthrough, it is only going to temples and just staying. I'm a Shiva Bhakt. So going to temples and staying with God for 2 days and just meditating, being there. And I go on solo trips for my holidays. I mean, whenever I go to temples, I go on solo trip. So I feel I'm connected to God and I'm just there for Him, and He is for me. And I think I get guided intuitions from them. And that is what I feel, and that is what is my breakthrough. And whenever I feel too stressed about, I just do that. So everyday practice of gratitudes. Before I sleep, I pay gratitudes to even my machines who have been very good to me since 10 years. They've not break down. Chota mota is okay, but then they have been with me. So I pay gratitudes to them. I pay gratitudes to all my staff. And just doing that also makes you feel very light, very good, you know.
Gratitude.
So yeah, I do that. And mornings, I'm so thankful for whatever I have in my life. So yeah, meditating, just being there, being in silence makes me calmer.
Wow.
So now I don't take stress, and it's become my lifestyle.
Yeah. So how did you expand? Like, I know you, like, firstly, let me ask you, what was your biggest challenge when you started?
Our challenge is human resource, because restaurants don't work on machines. They have to work only with humans. And everybody, I mean, all of the staff, they come with different temperaments. Abhi unke ghar pe kya hua hai? What they have come up with? What is their background? Have they fought and come? Whatever, there's a lot of all that. Yeah. That's the reason in my kitchens, I keep putting mantras. In the morning in the restaurant, there is mantras happening. So that is an aura cleansing happens, and there is some positive energy which comes in. So our biggest challenge is, yes, human resource, because we have to only work with them.
So many times when restaurants do expand, especially in different cities, how do you maintain that quality and the quality of ingredients?
Yeah, that
you must have
audits,
a system.
Yes, we do audits. We have SOPs. We keep doing audits, and the head chefs are all trained with us. So yeah, we have regular audits happening at restaurants. That's how we keep doing it. And we randomly send people to go and check how the food is, and we get the history audit reports. So we understand that what is happening.
You know, unfortunately, India is still very unhealthy. Even after we started, after 10 years I wrote my book on obesity, it's still unhealthy. How can we get the message out to eat healthy, don't eat oily food, don't eat McDonald's and etc. You know, what can we do?
I think, we can't teach anybody. This is the biggest life lesson I have learned. You can't teach. Only self-realization is the key. When they get hit once, they will know that this is not right, this is right. Come what may, they read books, they read podcasts, they see whatever, but still people only understand things when they get hit by that. एक बार हार्ट अटैक आता है, उनको समझ में आता है कि मुझे ये नहीं खाना चाहिए. COVID changed a lot of people. So या तो फिर घर में किसी को कुछ हो जाता है, then people know, okay, इससे ऐसे हो सकता है. When doctors tell you, they alarm you that this is your lifestyle and this is why this has happened, then they get the alarm. And some people, they just don't change,
get it,
and they live their life. So God bless them. But then some people, I think only self-realization is the key. So I have learned a lesson that I will not teach anybody. Self-realization is the key.
Right.
Everybody understands what is good, what is bad.
Everybody knows what's good and
what
bad.
Is good.
It's just their choices.
Yes. They don't do either. It's their circle, it's their friends, or the aura which they are into.
Or the stress
it's
they
just
have
not
or
right.
Something. Right.
Yeah, it's just not right. Otherwise, eating anything is not bad. You have to eat it in a moderate way. Anything. If you're eating vada pav, one vada pav once in a while is okay. I mean, you can't eat every day. It's just like that. And eating vada pav at home is better than eating the vada pav in the same fried oil. That is a trans fat. So eating everything is okay in a moderate way.
I think people just have to control it. Right?
Portion control, calorie deficits. These things, if they know.
It's just practicing it. It's simple, but hard to do.
It's just loving yourself more than anything. If you love yourself, you know that, okay, my body doesn't need this.
Yeah.
And you stop there.
This is a very good point.
Yes.
Tell the camera if you love
Just
yourself.
love yourself
Yes.
more.
Love yourself more. Yeah. So let's talk about your daily routine. What is your daily routine?
So I wake up at 4:40. It's been a body clock alarm now. I don't have to put alarm. And I sit and I meditate. Of course, I see my hands and I have some prayers, mantras, and then I meditate for some time. And I visualize. Visualization is one thing I do. I every day visualize that my restaurants are full, they're doing good business and whatever. I want to visualize my daughter has a good life partner, my son has a good life partner. I visualize everything, a happy family. And that gives me a kick. That starts my day with a happy thing because everything I visualize is happy around me. So that makes me high. That really, your endorphins are released then. And then it's with the high energy I go to gym.
I can tell this. A few times I've met you in the restaurant or whatever, when you're just the way you speak to anybody, to meet you just have that energy,
yes,
which is very important. And it's not easy.
It's not easy.
You've built it and you live it.
Yes, I live it.
Yes, you live it. So I admire that.
So 6:15, 6:20 I hit the gym and 8:30 I am there, and after that we all friends meet for we have one adda, chai adda. So every day I go there because that is the only half an hour I laugh my heart out. And we mingle, we just pull each other's leg, and that's
morning
fun.
Coffee. It's like
morning tea. I'm a very loyal chai person. So that morning time makes my day. And after that, I come home, I take care of everything. My in-laws are with me. So I love to get my own fruits, vegetables, because I'm very picky about what I'm getting, what I'm sourcing, where I'm sourcing from. So I go to Mandai, just next door to me. I go pick myself. And I come home, put everybody to work, Maharaj, the maids, everybody, whatever they have to do, I do that. And then half an hour is just my me time. I go through Instagram, I have to post anything or I have to talk to my team. I do that, take shower, have my lunch, go to Santé, and I decide wherever I have to go today. If I have to fly to Mumbai and wherever I have to go, it's been scheduled always.
Yeah, you have a busy schedule.
Yeah, it's scheduled wherever I have to go. So I step out by 1 o'clock. Every day I do my fit check. I take my photographs. My maid is being trained to take my photographs. So I keep
when you're exercising.
Myself. No. Once I get ready and go, I take a photograph.
Yes.
So I have a space outside my bungalow where I stand and then my maid takes my photographs. So I love to see myself from where to when and how I'm dressing and how do I change. So I love to have my own collage of photographs. So I do that and then I reach restaurant. And then I come home by 8:30. So my last meal is by 2:30. I finish that. And then...
so your fast starts then, after 2:30?
Yeah,
okay.
2:30.
Okay.
And then, the whole day just goes like that. I have a lot of back-to-back meetings, what has to be done, what plannings, what new menus, where we have to change what. The whole day goes in that. And then, of course, I see my accounts part as well. And 8:30, I'm back home. Then my husband is these days US, so I talk to him, talk to my kids, have some family time, again prayers, and 10:30 I'm off.
Wow, okay.
So I don't have social life, no kitties, nothing for me. That really doesn't pull me also because...
But you have your morning
that half an hour. We 6-7 friends, we meet for chai.
That's important.
At
least that's good.
That gives me kick and that's it.
Yeah, that's nice. So what ingredients do you think are underrated in India that you're using bajra and ragi?
Yes, they are very. I don't know why people love quinoa so much. Our rajgira is also equally.
Yes.
They're from the same family. Actually, whoever has an allergy of quinoa will have the allergy of rajgira as well. But rajgira is more cheaper.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah,
this I learned from the restaurant because somebody had a quinoa allergy, but we fed him rajgira made with rajgira, and he still had the same allergy. So when we did the testings, we got to know that there's so many ingredients which Indian farmers or Indian millets are so healthy, so nutritious, and they have their own flavors. But then I don't know why people just use maida in the restaurant, and I mean the refined flour. It's too used.
Well, why is maida so cheap? I mean, it's a process. You have to so much.
It's
processing.
a processed food.
Yeah, but it's so much processing that costs money.
But then it doesn't have anything.
It doesn't have
fiber. It doesn't.
I know, but
zero nutritional value. That's why it's cheap, and it's most used in the restaurants. Most of the restaurants use that.
Right.
So yeah.
Why did you pick the name Santé?
Yeah, so that was a 1 month process. Initially, I wanted to keep it as tulsi because we are giving tulsi infused water. The whole ideology came when you go to mandir, they give you the tulsi water and you feel so good drinking just 1 spoon. So we thought we will infuse tulsi in our water and serve tulsi water. That would purify that water so much. So that was the thought process, and we started serving tulsi water. So that's why I wanted to name it tulsi. But then we also thought that there are a lot of foreigners who are going to come to us. They might not connect to this. So let us keep something in French or Italian. That is how it started. So Santé was, and again, if you want to make it like an international, Tulsi would become bit, I don't know how people would take.
Yeah.
So we thought
these days, they name a lot of stuff like Asana as a,
yes,
some companies, Samsara as a software company.
No, now Ayurveda has come back.
Now,
again.
10 years ago,
10 years ago, it was reverse. If you have to attract somebody, it was to be like an international name. And that's why we came up after a long discussion. We came with Santé. And I believe in astrology, numerology, all of this. And that was like a right fit for my numerology.
It's a very nice name,
yeah.
Santé Spa.
Santé is a French word which means good health. And Spa Cuisine means which regenerates you from within. So that's how we came with Spa for Health. It is like that.
So is there any of the message you'd like to tell the audience?
I think in our podcast, I gave all the messages.
Yes.
I believe in my manifestations. Never teach anybody. Self-realization is the key. That is my hard learning, and I stick to that. I don't even teach my kids. I become an example. So they learn by me. If I'm going to gym, I see that my kids are also doing the workouts. I just tell them to do the workout, but I set an example. So I feel setting an example at home, at work, everywhere, it's important rather than teaching people. So if I'm working myself, I see that my service also will work. Whenever there is a guest who is uncomfortable, I'll go and do it myself. So my service immediately understand that ma'am is doing, so we should also do.
Yes.
So setting an example is more important rather than teaching people.
Right. And there's no work below your...
Yeah.
You do everything, of course.
You do everything.
So as an owner, that,
yes.
So this has been a fantastic conversation. Oh, before we go, you do have some other ventures. Why don't you tell us about that? Yamaswamy, yes?
Yamaswamy, La Magia, and Jubilee.
Wow, you're not stopping.
Yes.
So tell us about those.
La Magia is my Italian restaurant, and it has a bar and Italian stuff. And Jubilee is, I used to go to US a lot, and I started loving gelatos there. And I thought Pune doesn't have much gelatos, and that's why I just tried to find out the gap in the market and just pitch that. So Gelaterio it is, and we do amazing gelatos, Italian gelatos. And Jubilee is all about that. And Yamaswamy is a South Indian restaurant.
Yes.
I'm from the South, yeah.
So you're from the South.
Yes. And I didn't have the authentic sambar and chutney to eat when I was in Pune. So Yamaswamy was born because of that.
Yes. And I think South Indian is my go-to place, especially when you're traveling.
Oh, it's very light.
Yeah, it's light.
Satiating food.
Idli is like safe.
It's
safe thing.
Hot, safe.
Right.
Satiating. Yes.
So Yamaswamy is also very good.
Yes.
So thank you so much, Sonal.
Thank you, Rita.
Is there anything you would like to ask me?
No, I just wanted to ask, why did you choose me for your podcast, and how did you come to know? So I didn't know that you are coming to the restaurant. I always thought while coming here, I was thinking that I'll ask Rita that why did she choose me? See, being an individual, I will not feel that I'm wow or whatever, something different, because I feel I'm just doing my work. I don't feel anything great about it. So what did you think about me before calling? Why did you choose me?
Because you're a pioneer in the health food restaurant. And you're, like, for example, you start using bajra, like the bajra bajra risotto, the ragi pizza. So people also start thinking, I can do this at home. So it's good. So because they can't go to Santé all the time, but at least they'll start using these ingredients, incorporating it in their own diet at home. And I'm, like I said, I was a fan of Santé for a long time. So I'm so happy to have you.
Okay.
So if people want to find you, where do they go besides your restaurant?
They can connect me over Instagram anywhere. I'm very bad at picking up phones and messaging on WhatsApp. I'm very bad at that. So yeah, they can find me on Instagram. They can reach out they can reach out to my staff on Santé's number, and of course they give me a message and I will reach out to people. One more nice thing we are doing at Santé is nobody supported me. So Women of Wonders, this is called WOW. That is what I have started.
Okay.
So nobody supported me when I wanted to start a business, there was no backup. I had to do everything on my own. So I have started giving a platform to a lot of women who are like home bakers or home entrepreneurs or who don't have much visibility. So I have giving them space on Saturdays and Sundays. They have to just reach out to me, and my team will take their details and they can come and showcase their stuff.
Oh, that's
so
nice.
So it is just because I have a very good guest list on Saturday, Sunday, and we are just promoting women entrepreneurs. Because I didn't have support, I feel I can back up a lot of people. It's just a way of giving back to society. And whoever women there, and if you want to showcase something, please do reach out to us. We'll give you a space at Santé.
Oh, that's very nice. That's very nice. Women need support, especially help in marketing, and they might make something good at home.
At least they can reach out to many people at Santé.
Some
they
people
can give their cards, they can reach out. At least people know that, oh, this product is available. And we've been doing this since last 2-3 weeks, and we're getting a very good. So when I started giving this Google Forms, we had 184 registrations.
Okay.
And now we are calling everybody, and we're giving every Saturday, Sunday, I give 5 women platform to come and showcase their products. And they're sold off almost. So I'm happy.
Nice. Well, congratulations
no charges to this.
No charges.
No charges.
And once again, congratulations on 10
Thank
years.
you so much.
May Santé go all over, many more.
Thank
I
you
wish
so
you all
much.
the best.
Thank you so much. It was beautiful being with you here.
Thank you.